as this match here at D5. DC Justice and the Sauce Boys. We're here in a triple stack set of the 5-man competition. DC Justice and Sauce Boys. DC Justice on your left and Sauce Boys on your right. And it looks like the first to drop a body is going to be the Sauce Boys. DC Justice with that body up in that center 50, controlling. Now puts his gun snake side, switches back over to the D side. Definitely making some moves here, like what I'm seeing out of DC Justice. Able to get into snake 1, now making a move into D1. And Todd, DC Justice looks pretty good right now.
Yeah, not too bad. Everybody up on their guns, being active in their bunkers, looking for kills. Looks like one body's going to come walking out of that tower for Justice. Sauce Boys loses another. Justice in the middle of the field probing. Playing way back deep off that wall. Also have 2 bodies in the snake. Sauce Boys making a move out here on the snake side. Justice really pounding a lot of paint right now.
Yeah, and pounding a lot of paint. Also making moves, getting themselves into position. Sauce Boys playing on their heels. Have lost bodies. And again, not a lot of time to work with in these 5-man matchups. Every point incredibly important. And DC Justice, though, loses a body on that D side. They still control the snake side. They have the mini wall. And also at the big wall in that center 50, here comes a move from the Sauce Boys. Trying to turn the tables a little bit. Almost catches the player in the center. And here comes a move to the center 50 on the snake side for DC Justice. The ref's going to get in there and check him out. Looks like he's clean. And then he might get a crossfield kill, and he does. Nice shot from the center player here. Or from the player that made it to the center 50 on the snake side. A coast-to-coast shot on D1. And that really makes life a lot easier for the player, for his teammate in the center. And he's going to cut over from the center 50 to D2 to try to spread the field. And there are no bodies left alive to shoot. So they're going to run in and hit that buzzer, put their first point on the board. And just complete control from DC Justice. Putting that first point up, going to be 1-0.
Yeah, that point was real dominant. Every die just kept rolling his gun, getting guys into position right away. Everybody active, talking. That was a good solid point for them.
So far in this triple stacked deck, Detroit action up by 1 over the West Coast Sharks. The Thundercats down by 1 to Coastal Virginia Afterburn. And DC Justice with the masterful point there against the Sauce Boys. They only lost 1 body. So that is D4. Now we're going to head back into D3. I want to see what DC Justice does. Out of all of the teams we've seen out here with the mechanical division, D5, D4, D3, all these are all going on at the same time here in this quad stack deck. DC Justice has looked the best.
Yeah, and here they come again.
You know, and of course, I mean, that's the difference in the divisions. I mean, yeah. DC Justice is the D3 team, so you would think that they would look the best when you have D5 and D4. Yeah. But that's just the cool thing about the NXL, Todd, is there's no matter what level of play, no matter if you play 10-man, you play mechanical, all across all the different divisions, there's a place for you here. The division that you can fit in at. So there on your screen, DC Justice with a 1-point lead, and you see they go heavy guns up. They only risk 1 body up the center. Looks like the Sauce Boys counter that move as well. Who's going to be the first attack and come around there in the war that's going on in the center of the field here. DC Justice fills out in a snake 1 after going heavy guns. First to attack is the Sauce Boys, though, and he gets across and stays alive. So he might be able to get the drop on. You got to be careful, though, to stay alive in there and not get a penalty. He's going to switch his gun. He is clean still, and he's going to get another kill on that D side of the field.
And quickly, the Sauce Boys fighting right back after getting a little beat up. That first point by DC Justice. On the big move through the middle by number 88. Gets another kill out of that Dorito, so at least a 3-pack for him on the Sauce Boys. Still looking for more bodies to kill. He didn't even want to push the buzzer. Just running around looking for people to shoot.
Doing a little pirouette out there.
He did a sidestep pirouette and then went to the buzzer and said, forget it.
Yeah, the Sauce Boys walking in, stalking in to hit that buzzer. So the Sauce Boys with that, sure that was there up in the center making that move, but that was the game breaker right there.
1 minute.
So that game's tied up. We actually have a 3-way tie here in the D5, D4, and D3 matchups that they're watching that you guys are watching in addition to the Yeah, so congrats to Mike Crum, Stowe Bunce, Alan Tate, Adam Stewart, Ralph Keating, Bobby Weeks, and Lauren Weeks, all from Virginia. Not too far.
Oof.
And so now back into this DC Justice Sauce Boys game here. Sauce Boys and DC Justice tied up at 1, 4:50 to go. And it looks like the DC Justice taking some good positions again here. Or no, Sauce Boys actually taking some good positions. Sauce Boys at the 50 in the center. They're at Snake 2. They lose a body, though, from that D side. So the attack's going to be in the center and also on the Snake side. But he's trying to figure out if he wants to get out wide. He definitely wants to get out wide. And he's worried about that bounce shot that's coming from the center. He's not looking at anyone in front of him, but a lot of paint streaming through that lane from the center of the field towards the player for the Sauce Boys here in Snake 2.
Sauce Boys in that wall, looking at Dorito 1. Also over here on the Snake side in Snake 2, going to fill out behind him to the Snake side corner, try and get a push going. Widest body out. The DC Justice is over here in the Snake side can. Now he's going to go back to heads up, call for help.
Ref's going to come and check out the player from the Sauce Boys as he made his move out here to the mini wall on the Snake side, and then a big move from DC Justice all the way, leapfrogs his teammate and gets into D2, and he's going to try to zone up on the player for the Sauce Boys in that center 50. They're going to gunfight right now. Good position for DC Justice on the D side of the field. I was going to say they don't have anyone over here on the Snake side, but back center player, he comes out wide. That was a big move for him. Try to spread the field out, put some pressure on the player for the Sauce Boys in the mini wall. Make him think twice about wrapping around trying to get those cross-field shots. Mini wall is basically the first bunker you can get to on that side of the field where you have decent cross-field shots. And now he's going to wrap around. And looking to make his move. He's going to crawl up.
Sauce Boys walling out in that wall, trying to deal with the Dorito 2. Oh, nice move on the outside by Justice. Come out to the wire and almost get a shot in on the 50 Snake.
So the battle's still going down here between D2 and the center. Center's been kind of chilling in there a little bit, not really risking his body. And the slow developing point, 2 minutes and 6 seconds left to go. It's 1-1. The D3 final championship here is 5-man is at stake. See, this is that battle developing on that Snake side of the field. Oh, he gets beat back in there, but the body comes off for the Sauce Boys in that center 50. That's going to make life rough for the Sauce Boys player in the center 50 as soon as that field gets spread out and you get a little bit more penetration. They're now past the 50-yard line. He's tucked in down low there, and he does have a back player behind him, the back corner bunker on the Snake side of the field. That guy's going to have to shoot somebody. The player who's at the center, or who's at the 50-yard line on the Snake side, his head's down. He's looking just down the sideline. He loses his back player. Yeah, that's going to do it. This game should go to DC Justice unless lightning strikes right now. And he's going to have the pain come down on him right now. He gets a run down. So nice work by DC Justice to close this one out with about a minute left to go. He's taking the win here.
60 seconds.
So DC Justice gonna hit that buzzer.
Well, after we saw that first point, we really thought DC Justice was probably going to be the one. We were crowning champions here in the D3 5-man. But the Sauce Boys came back and tied it up, and then DC Justice, after a long point, able to take it here. Congratulations to DC Justice. I didn't know who was going to win it, though, for a second. I mean, the Sauce Boys had some good position, Todd.
People were gunfighting really hard in many different areas on that field. Those guys in the Doritos for Justice just wilding out. But if they had any hope over here, the Sauce Boys trying to get a kill to that Dorito side, but just too much attack.
So congratulations to Detroit Action as they take D5, 5-man, and then the Thundercats taking the win here. They look pretty good. And then DC Justice in D3, also the mechanical division, the enemy, as they take the win. So 5